Through the work done by Compassion International in Africa for more than 30 years, thousands of former sponsored children graduated in its programs in partnership with local churches and are now making a difference in their nation. They formed alumni associations to put together their efforts to make something big that can shape the kingdom of God.
The children of Africa and the young people of Africa declaring hope for the African children. They are talking about how do we reach children in Africa and bring hope to the children of Africa. This, to me, it has been a key highlight of the summit.
I'm Toy Ditz and I work for Compassion International. The highlight for me is the fellowship and the willingness of each one to share what has been happening in all the countries. Alumni from Africa in the 5 countries, Rwanda, Ethiopia, Tanzania, Uganda, and Kenya, were able to share what the Lord has been doing in each of the alumni associations in their country.
One of the greatest things which many countries in Africa needs to learn from Rwanda is about this community work.
But basically it's a community thing that they do together once a month.
The last Saturday of every month.
We went there to do a community mobilization, to encourage parents, to encourage church leaders, to encourage community to care of children.
So it is something which really has multiple benefits. One, it brings people together, and secondly, it helps people to remember that their body and physique can be used for community work like this one.
It's special that I'm here and to be part of it.
40 million of children are living in extreme poverty, and yet Compassion aspires to reach 4 million by 2020. So the big question that came in our mind is, what about the rest of them? Who is caring them? Who is nurturing them? Who is discipling them?
The World Health Organization has reported that at least every minute there's one kid who is dying of malaria. Fortunately, more of 90% of the disease in childhood are preventable.
As we were here in this gathering as Alumni Africa, God spoke to us and reminding us that we are the ones to go back to our churches, mobilize them to care, to nurture and disciple these children.
So it has come to our attention that alumni in Compassion, mainly those who are in medical field and health sciences, can do something to prevent and educate so as to promote the health of our children.
I've learned that we are here to advocate for children, and the strategies, among the strategies what we're going to be using is to have active Sunday school programs where every child can come to church and know that this is his or her time to fellowship with God. And it's us to talk to the elders, to talk to the church pastors, to work hard so that the church can have an active Sunday school with games, music, and everything that attracts children to come to church and love the house of the Lord as we've been raised.
We who received the love and care through Compassion International advocacy efforts and programs are committing to be the seed. And the good soil represents this church, the local churches who are well mobilized and are passionate about producing good fruits. And the good fruits are young children who are Jesus-centered, who are focused and passionate about Jesus, and who will in turn someday be join the League of Seeds and therefore ensure the continuity of the process.
We are going to raise awareness to the church and the community about child protection policy.
Compassion Alumni Africa is committed to mobilizing churches to care, value, and prioritize children. This mobilization is intended to increase awareness in churches that will enable them to recognize the potential in children and take action for something that will impact the next generation.